All right. G'day everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. Viv here, welcome back. That's the wrong channel for this intro. Let's turn this down. I'm totally surprisingly unprepared. 20 minutes ago, I had to update my, what's it called? OBS, because there was an update and my deck board wouldn't work with it. Now things look different. My monitor over here is not working. How is everybody? Welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks. I've been gonna turn on. We went away on a short holiday, family holiday, and then we had to come back early because I got sick again. Amazing. And as I was saying in Discord, which I had abandoned for 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, right, let's move this over here. Oh, you know why it's not connecting? Because I took away the cable. I haven't plugged it back in yet. All right, we can do without that one. Let's get on with some Star Citizen, because that is what we are here for. The game's not even running. Let's get that running. So I got sick. We had to come back earlier. I've still got the remnants of this really, really bad cough. It's not COVID. Been testing negative for that. Let's get into this game here. But my brother-in-law, my brother and my sister-in-law, his wife, they are here with us at the moment, and she tested positive for COVID a couple of days ago. So we'll see how we go. But I haven't played any Star Citizen. I haven't looked at any Star Citizen news. I haven't been watching anyone's channel until just the other day. I think I've watched 2 Star Citizen videos. One from Salty Mike, where he was talking about a very interesting topic. Where is the purpose in Star Citizen? And I think we'll have a bit of a look at that, because we need something to drink. Because I'm really at that point, I think, where... What do I have in my hand? There's such a mining attachment. Okay. Let's get rid of that. I'm really at that point where I kind of... I need that extra... I need the game. I was thinking about this earlier this afternoon, actually. Does Star Citizen need a game mode? Because, you know, at the moment, and this is something that Mike was talking about in his video, which we'll check out as we catch up with some news. There's no purpose. There really isn't any game, so to speak. I do something and so I get some sort of message or some sort of reward, and I'm like, yay! I'll go another round, like you would get with most mobile games and you know, lots of other games. I've been replaying Valheim recently, and again, it's, you know, very, very simple game, but you know, much like Star Citizen, it's you know, quite atmospheric. I like that style of graphics, of animation, and the soundtrack just is, you know, it's simple, but it's engaging, like Star Citizen. You know, right now we've just got game audio because I don't think anything else is switched on or working. And some of my OBS isn't working because of the update. Some of the plugins need to be updated. Okay. This dude's throwing me off a little bit. But there's no game. There's, you know, the only real thing in Star Citizen at the moment, or the 2 things, I suppose, coins, credits, a UEC, and reputation. And credits, money, a UEC. It gets boring after a while, you know. How many ships do you really need to buy? I'm quite fortunate, yes, I will admit, I'm quite fortunate that I managed to spend quite a sum of money when we got the funny money earlier this year. So I do have a lot of ships. But even then, you know, when I didn't have that funny money and I first started, money was so easy to earn that it became irrelevant after a little while, because there's nothing in the game that costs you money. Fuel doesn't cost anything. Meta is here in the chat. Meta, how are you? How was your holiday? It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It was short. We cut it short. We went to Adelaide to see the in-laws and spent a bit of time there. It was cold in Adelaide, wrong time. Normally we go there for the end of the year, when it's super, super warm in Adelaide. So we didn't get much of a chance to swim. It was super cold one day and Charlotte really wanted to go for a swim. So I was like, this is going to be bad. And anyway, we you know, stood it up, went out to the pool. No testing the water. No testing the water, got to jump straight in. So we held hands, jumped in. Fucking hell. I don't think I have ever gotten out of a pool that fast. In fact, Charlotte and my wife said, I don't think I've ever seen you move that quick, Dad. I was in and out of that pool in seconds. And Charlotte spent about maybe 10 or 15 seconds in there. And she's like, yeah, it's pretty cold. And she got out. And then she said, we didn't get a chance to do a proper swim. And, you weren't even in the water. You basically just, touched it and, levitated out. Excuse me. And so I said to her, tomorrow we'll go back in again and I'll do 10 seconds minimum. And I did those 10 seconds and I got the fuck straight out. And Charlotte swam maybe for 5 minutes or so, and then I got her out because she was shaking and freezing. And so we didn't get to go swimming, but it was quite nice. Ben's birthday, my wife's brother, his birthday was quite nice. Saw a whole bunch of old friends. But then, yes, we came back early because I started, I had another one of those boil sort of blister things on my back of my head, which was getting bigger and bigger. And then we found some lumps in my neck, so we had to go back to the doctor again and back onto antibiotics and stuff. And taking samples of that to go get tested and find out why I keep on getting these weird, gross things growing on my body that pop into fucking disgusting pustules. So it was good. It was short, but honestly, outside of being fucking ill again, I wanted to come home anyway. Yeah. I enjoy being in Adelaide. It's great to see people, but, just wanted a chance to just, I don't know. I wanted to come home. And then after I got home, we saw the doctor and everything. I got this terrible, terrible cough. Where's you? Far out. Yeah, so I got this terrible, terrible cold. Well, terrible cough. And, that's been a bit ordinary. So anyway, I finally went back to work this week. I did a little bit. I did a little bit. Where's that inhaler thing? I did a little bit last week. Oh, God damn it. Anyway, it's super annoying because it comes and goes, and all the COVID tests and stuff have been negative. But as I was saying, where are we going? All right, we're here. We need to get some clothes and stuff. As I was saying, just before, my sister-in-law is here, and she tested positive for COVID the other day, so we've all been doing tests every morning, and so far they've been negative. But this damn cough. Jan the Barb is here in the chat. Good to see you. Let's take it easy. Well, I thought I'd jump on a stream tonight. I don't know when I can get back to a regular schedule. We'll see how things go. But still, I mentioned it before the break, and nothing has happened about it. So the holiday wasn't too bad, but it's nice to be home. And I thought we'd jump on, play a little bit of Star Citizen. We need to get dressed properly. I saw this hat here. I've never seen this hat before. The Rabum hat. From Tammy and Son, so I bought one of those recently. I wish you could put headgear on as well as armor and stuff, I don't know why you can't put that on your head. It's disappointing. But we're here. I haven't checked out any Star Citizen news. I haven't played Star Citizen for probably 3 weeks now. And obviously I'm not expecting there to be any updates or changes because that's not how we work here. Still got a long wait for 318, but I heard something about 317.3. I think Meta mentioned it on the Discord. I heard Grumpy Eye talking about it. I'm not going to worry about getting changed because we don't have anything here. We are currently at Lawville. This is not my home. So let's go find ourselves a boat and get out of here. Yeah, so I heard on Grumpy Eye's channel something about 317.3. I don't know what that is about. Hang on, we need a ship. Can you tell I haven't played for a little while, or is this is probably pretty normal for me?
Definitely take a look around. Got some great stuff in stock.
So I haven't. I don't know what the 317.3 is about. But I guess we'll jump into some news as we go through tonight. We've got a few hours to nap about for a little bit. Then we need to, scrolling past all these Pisces, we need to get back to Bezdek and get the Thunder Bowl all sorted out. I was about to say for the new year. Get the Thunder Bowl sorted out so we can start getting some of that action happening. Need to jump back into the Garden Discord and find out what's happening there. Let's take the 100. Let's take the 300 eye. Oh, it's here. Oh no, that's a Shubin. Okay. Odd. Anyway.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
So I guess we'll find out what's been going on.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I bought some flash shoes from Kasaba, says Meta. I rarely get to wear them. I was thinking about, tonight, we're going to be doing some boxed missions. We might get into a little bit of, ship fighting and stuff. I haven't used my sticks for a while. Oh, hang on. My sticks are controlling my character on foot. That's amazing.
Bye.
What do these other buttons do? Don't know.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Look at that
system.
shiny thing. We retrieved this. Where did it go? On Hangar 3.
Please visit us again.
Anyway, so some box missions, a little bit of fighting, maybe some ship fighting. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see where Star Citizen takes us tonight. So I saw that bit of news, that video, and then I saw a video from Space Tomato. Hangar 3. His monthly video about the history of sitcom. And Salty Mike's video about purpose. Because I think where we are right now, it's quite a playable game. I'm quite happy with this. Obviously not for a release and stuff. But, when are we going to get the game? Because we've got enough content now, and I think Meta mentioned something about game loops up there. We'll read that in just a second. We've got enough, stuff in the game, but it doesn't feel like a game, and that's cool. Everything takes ages, and that's cool. I dig that. But it doesn't feel like there's any purpose, right? And I was talking about money before, AUEC. Let's get some music on, actually. Okay, let's do this one. I was talking about money before because in a lot of games you have different types of currencies. Is voice attack running? It is. You have different types of credits or power or mana or whatever, energy, stamina. And they go up and down during the game, right? In Star Citizen here, right now we've got 3.5 million, 3.8 million credits. I don't need any more credits. So what's the point of the game for me? What's the purpose? There's nothing in the game, and Salty Mike had it was really spot on. Fuck, I can't remember any of the controls, man. Is the ship on? How do I turn the ship on? Shit. Where are we going? I guess we can do delivery missions here. let's have a quick look. Salty Mike had mentioned, you know, and quite spot, how have I lost reputation? What, simply from not playing, or? I will get to the point. Salty Mike had mentioned that, you know, there's nothing in the game that really costs you money. Fuel is ridiculously cheap. Ammo is ridiculously cheap. Like a magazine of ammo costs 11 credits. It should be 100 times that. You know, it should be $1,000 for a round of magazine. It's too easy to earn money in the game, and there's not enough stuff in it to take it away from you to make you want to keep earning the money and keep playing the game. In the beginning, the grind was great. I really enjoyed it because, you know, I was grinding through it. But, you know, after a week, you know, I had hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, multiple millions of dollars, and the money became irrelevant. And there's nothing else in the game, reputation, we'll get to that in a second, that has that game sort of, you know, I do this and I get this and I feel good about it, so I do this and I get this. There's no pop-ups on the screen, there's no little messages, no, we can't track how much XP there is for a reputation and all that sort of stuff. And I kind of like that. It leaves you with this very sort of not simulation type experience, but, you know, it immerses you more in the actual game itself, the world, the, you know, the universe, I guess, or the galaxy, or the, you know, than, you know, than if you had all these messages popping up. But it's what those messages, you know, those things help you feel like you're playing a game, and whilst they're not necessary, they're nice to have, which is why I mentioned at the very beginning, we might have to go to, we have no delivery missions here. I'm at Hurston. I mentioned at the very beginning, you know, should there be a game mode where I can actually see the reputation? There's obviously numbers happening in the background. Let me see the numbers. The little green bars are wonderful. But the numbers then in my brain, I'm like, oh, actually, I just need to do 3 more missions and I'll level up. Obviously, you don't want that mentality if you're playing an immersive experience, right? So you turn game mode off. But where is the purpose? It was a wonderful video. Did you see the video comparing Star Atlas to Star Citizen? He found a video of Star Citizen that was 9 years old and compared it to Star Atlas. Great video. It was that by Salty Mike. No, I haven't seen it. We're going to get a better economy one day. Look, I really think right now, I'm just waiting here, hoping that a delivery mission will pop up, but the first mission here is to fly around with no quantum drive, right? Oh, bear with me for 1 second.
Installation. Let's play.
microphone is off. There we go. Sorry about that. As I was just saying to myself, that was my mum calling from London, and I thought I'd better take that call and have a quick chat, and then I'll give her a buzz back a little bit later on. Look at this guy directly ahead of us. If that's not a collision waiting to happen. Get that speed limiter up. Is that dial always there in front of us? No, that's that's quantum trash. Oh, dude, it's been so long since I've played. I can't believe. Yeah, look at this dude. He's super close to us. That's amazing. Alright, let's go. Jason the Bruce is here. How are you? I hope you are well. Welcome. Right, I've got to get used to the controls. How do I... What did that just do? That's changing power. That resets it all. How do I do cruise control again? It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to things again. Whoa! It feels super strange. It feels super strange. Yeah, so here we go. No, it wasn't Mike, it was Ray's Guide. The dude sounds like a cross between James L. Jones and Morgan Freeman. Amazing. Alright, I'll have to check it out. Alrighty. Yeah, so getting back to... let's turn that off. Let's just fly around from the world. We're going to head this way anyway. Getting back to that... Salty Mike's video, because I'm very much at that point where I don't feel a reason to play. It doesn't feel like, you know, there's any progression or anything outside of just grinding money, which I just don't need, and everything costing nothing. The only other thing is reputation, and you know, yes. You know, we can see it, we can watch it. For some reason, I've lost some. I don't know why. But this doesn't really do anything. Yes, I get a little bit more money for grinding my reputation, and that's it. It doesn't change any game mechanics, or it doesn't influence my experience in the game. You know, if I'm a really high-level bounty hunter or a really high-level delivery guy, it doesn't unlock or enable anything else for me. All it does is give me more higher paying missions. It doesn't unlock something that I wouldn't be able to get access to if I hadn't unlocked it. Where are we going over here? Surely I have a button for cruise control on my joysticks. It used to be this, but that now changes my power triangle. The meta did mention something about game loops. No, don't do that. Oh, we're crashing and dying tonight for sure. Death counter is current 31. All right, so back up here in the chat, meta says we're getting new game loops. Where is that? Is that you know, outside of salvage and all that sort of stuff? That's all that's going to do is fucking earn us money, right? I don't need anything else that earns us money. Now, if we could go into suspended animation for 2 years and drop back into the game, it would be brilliant. That's kind of what it feels like, right? You know, like I said, I'm at the point where I've played over 1,000 hours. It was an obsession for a long time. I've been very unwell this year. I don't know how much of this I've talked about, you know, my surgeries and illnesses and all that sort of stuff. I've been quite unwell for 6 months. And I really just took a break from working and just did the bare minimum there that I needed to keep the business going and, you know, producing and making and shipping out orders. I don't know if we could have jumped to this location. We probably could have. What the hell is that? That's a different camera. I didn't even know I had set up. And for some reason... Here we go. the B key in OBS switches to that camera. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm really at that point where, you know, I've played so much of this game, 1,000 hours at least, in the last 5 months or however long I've been playing, since the beginning of April. And I've really, it's a lot of time in a very short period of time for a game that doesn't really have a great deal in it. I'm really at that point. And I've noticed now, actually, when I was looking around YouTube earlier this afternoon, so many other people that I watch are playing other games now also, alongside Star Citizen. Or I should at least say streaming them. You know, I have zero intention of doing that. You know, I just do this because it's fun and I'm playing the game. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy the chat. And I have a mild obsession with YouTube. I have since 2009. So I won't be streaming any other games, etc. But it's certainly, you know, making it difficult to... Well, it doesn't make it difficult. I'm just concerned that trying to maintain a 3-day-a-week stream for Star Citizen... I don't know. I certainly know that my game time has dropped a lot in the last month. That, you know, that honeymoon period is over, well and truly. I do like this though, you know, the flying around. I have no issue with the time. I don't want any more time sinks. You know, Mike had a bunch of guests on his show. You know, I think they do those over on Twitch or something and people dial in. It's like a little radio show. I'd love it. It's a cool format. And whenever the issue of, you know, more time sinks, you know, where can we find the purpose? How can we make this into an actual game that you can, you know, have fun with? And the biggest thing that he was talking about was like, you know, we need to have this money coming in and money going out. Like right now, you know, we should be paying for our accommodation. And anyone who says money is an issue doesn't play the game properly. You know, every time you wake up, so if you log off and log back on, or you know, you get charged, you know, your habitation fee. Or, you know, you could do it over a period of hours. I wouldn't mind paying it every time you woke up because, you know, that helps with, you know, combat logging and all that sort of stuff, and fucking, you know, farming houses, you know, what's it, not houses, but outposts, you know, farming loot crates and stuff. Well, actually, no, it doesn't because you're normally in a ship on that. Anyway, there needs, you know, his biggest point was there needs to be things in the game that cost money, proper money, so that you feel the need, and you have an actual need to grind money. And a lot of other people had other suggestions, and some of them were, you know, extend the time for this and extend the time for that. And no, that's, you know, no more time sinks, but there needs to be more game. I don't know how else to explain it. Fuck. I spent so long thinking about it over the last couple of days, but I'm unable to articulate my point correctly. Base building and farming is coming too. I did have a rant in one of the most recent streams a couple of weeks ago about base building. I would like to see it. I just want to see it done properly. You know, like it takes a long time to build a nice house in Valheim. You know, you build it bit by bit. You start with a small shack, you build it bigger, then you start extending, and then you start developing next to it and knock that down and rebuild. It takes time, right? And I kind of expect it's going to take a long time here in Star Citizen 2. And I hope we get that progression path. You know, you got to start here and then build up to this and build up to this, and, you know, not necessarily in terms of unlocking modules, but in terms of gathering the resources and the coin. That's what should take the time, because, you know, again, like in Valheim, you can unlock quite a lot of stuff early, but you can't build it because you need to gather the supplies. And as you're gathering the supplies, you've got to build other stuff to, you know, to store those supplies. I've got to start building some more chests. I need more chests, building that, building this, knocking that down, moving this around. So hopefully they do it, and it's good fun. I can't imagine it's coming soon. And that's the issue, and that's, you know, Meta mentioned, you know, if we could, you know, what did he say? I can't look in the chat properly, but suspended animation. That'd be good. But we can't, so what do we do in the meantime? Play other games. So we'll see. I've been playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. Oh, this is taking a long time to fly out to this place. I don't think I had a jump point here. I think we were just flying out here. Let's check our contract manager. Are we getting any deliveries out here? I think I'm going to have to do this mission. Reason why it would have been better for the original ships to take care of this is that delivery was quantum sensitive. We might need to do this to earn a little bit of reputation here. This is still Kovilex. Oh, hang on. Who the fuck is Vaughn? Okay. Here I am rabbiting on about things, nothing to explore. Hang on, how close are we to the planet? Where are we? And there's a new contact called Vaughn. I don't know where the hell he came from. Who's offering the delivery contracts around here? It is Kovacs. Why am I not getting missions here? If I made the missions. We're getting interstellar travel, which will open up exploration loops. Yeah, all these things are great, and I've seen them all. But there's no game. You know, where is the game in the exploration? Right now, it is 95% immersive gameplay. Immersive? No, emergent gameplay. Because there isn't any game in here. There's some game loops, yes, but they all have the same outcome: make money. Fucking, I don't need money. I don't need money. Give me some other currency, which is what I was talking about before, that I can earn. Right now we have reputation, but it doesn't do anything. You can't game it because you don't know, you know, what the next level is. Off target. Certainly, Commander. Decoys. Certainly, Commander. Alright, so at least all that's working.
Special delivery.
Top target.
Of course, Commander.
Is this my target here? No. Target lock.
Acknowledged.
Whoa. I've totally forgotten how to fight and fly and...
Damn it.
Or maybe this is the thing then. You play Star Citizen for a couple of days and take a few weeks break and then come back and go, how do I do that again? Oh, there's somebody else here. There is. Normally I'd bail on all these guys, but let's kill them. We didn't pick up call to arms. Is that my shadow down there? That's amazing. And see, Star Citizen still has those moments where everything is just kind of like, that's so cool. He's still here. I can hear him. Target lock. Oh,
Acknowledged.
is that a little M50? Lock target.
Certainly, Commander.
Damn it.
Have I seen the star map? There are tons of... Yeah, exactly. When they start coming online, it'll be good. Yeah, well, that'll be great. That's a long time away. And it needs to be full of game. If I kind of think, if you get to the point where it's work and no fun, then put it down for a bit. Oh, look, I certainly have fun. I just, you know, I'm like the kid who's, you know, wants more. I want more, right? Because, you know, what I've got is good fun and I do enjoy it. But, it doesn't, you know, it's gone past the point where, you know, I want to keep playing it, you know, until the wee hours of the morning. You know, the other day I was playing Valheim, or just after we came back from holiday. And I just lost track of time, and that used to happen all the time with Star Citizen. So yes, you know, I think I need to regulate my my Star Citizen experience, which is why I was saying before, you know, it might be difficult to maintain 3 days a week, or what is that? Why does this ship feel slow? Oh, it's a 300i, that's why. These things do not handle nicely in atmosphere. We should get a Pisces. Is this like a flat top mountain over here? Like a Mesa? How cool would this be for a base? It is. We totally need a Pisces if we're going to be doing this sort of stuff. And this is the thing. The game still has all of these sorts of moments. I think we're going to get a Pisces because this is 300i. And this is the other thing, right? On Area 18, it's a nice ship to fly. But out here, Microtech and Hurston. All right. Get a little bit of atmosphere. It's a lot of shells of a game at the moment. Yeah, exactly. We have, you know, the frame, the structure of everything we need. And this is what I was saying before. We don't need more star systems. We need those game hooks, not the loops. We got enough game loops. There's 5 or 6 good game loops. I'm quite happy for there, obviously, there to be lots more, and you know, obviously, or hopefully one day there will be. But we've got enough right now. What I want to see now is those game hooks, those reasons, that purpose for playing the game. Because if the purpose is just more of exactly what we've got, then fucking what's the point? I don't need more of what we've got. What we've got right now is perfectly fine. We need that engagement, and we need to see it now. We need to see it before we see 100 fucking other systems. Because if there's 100 systems, which they'll never get to, there'll be 7 or 8. And they're just the same as this, well, fucking forget it, you know. I think I think as an alpha, it's coming along, but it's not being pulled together yet. And it will take time to get it to here. They're really ready to make it a game, as you say. Yeah, look, and you know, that's the point. They're at that point now. All the cool stuff is slowly coming together. And I said it in streams months and months ago. What happens next year? I don't want to see more systems of fucking... What happens next year will really be indicative of where the game will go. I think what we will do... I'm going to go down to Art Core. I'm going to go to Microtech. Because I'm never in Microtech. So we're going to go to Microtech and we're going to get some bloody delivery missions. Get a Port Tressler. Let's change ships. Get a route to Port Tressler, please. We cannot, just for the moment. Let's find an OM. There we go, that one will do. Yeah, we're at that point where the tech is coming together, right? 318, right? We'll see what happens with that. But yes, obviously we need these big building blocks to be complete. Quite happy for that to be worked on, obviously. But then once that happens, we need more game. We need a proper economy. We need a proper reputation system. We need a proper criminal system. And we need those game hooks. Because just grinding for money stops being a grind after a week. What? Let's jump to Clio. Clear route. Okay, and then we'll try and... Yeah, this is taking us to Microtech anyway. Let's go. Oh, did I have a drink? I did. That's right. All right, we're off. Okay. I think as an alpha, it's coming along. Yeah, it's really at that point where, yeah, give us Pez, give us another year, right, to get those systems in. But within that year, we really need to see some improvements to the economy. Even if it's just bumping up the price of everything by 100 times. Because a magazine costing 11 credits is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, do you ever wonder why you see shit all over the ground, weapons and stuff everywhere every time you go in a bunker? Because they're not worth anything, right? But if a rifle cost you, 150 grand, you'd pick up every fucking rifle you saw, right? And if a magazine cost you 1,000 credits, then you'd be collecting every magazine that you found. There needs to be fuel. For me to fly to Microtech now should cost 40, 50 grand. All of a sudden, it gives everything you do in the game meaning. Should I do that or should I not? Right now, it fucking doesn't matter. Do whatever the fuck you want. Go wherever you want. It doesn't matter. Fly up your ship as many times as you want. Die as many times as you want. And I understand we're in an alpha. But the game is being like is in a state now where I've come in at the golden time. Everyone who's come in from 3.16 onwards, and I've heard so many people say that the game is in a really good spot. Now we actually need the game. Then once you give us that, it proves and tests the ground for all the other systems and all the expansion. So be interesting to see where we go. But I'm fairly sure that my obsessive part of me is worn off, which is wonderful. I can actually get back to real life. So we'll see. I reckon I can stream 3 days a week, and if I play Star Citizen 3 days a week for a few hours here and there, I think that's the perfect balance. But unlike where I was playing, pretty much constantly 8, 9, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day, it's just a little bit too much. Yeah, Jason's got it there. Viv is the kid saying there's no food in the full cupboard, which is basically cupboard is basically what he just said. Yep. It's a very ambitious game, Viv. Oh look, I totally understand the ambition, and I'm all over it. I've got $2,500 in this game, and I backed it in 2013. I followed it in the beginning and then dropped off from 2015 onwards. Probably just when things were starting to actually become good, because for those first couple of years I couldn't log into anything, I couldn't game anything. And I'm all down for that ambition, and I want that big dream, I want that big universe. But, and I think they're doing a good job. And I think the next bite at the cherry needs to be how do we make players invested in the game? Because there's no investment right now, and I'm all down for Death of a Spaceman. I think that's amazing, and I don't think it's as hardcore as people think it's going to be. I really like how that character dies, but you come back as a relative. I like that. Or maybe an earlier incantation of your imprint. So you're still known by reputation through family, right? Like these old dynasties, and that's Jack Robertson's boy, David. And all of a sudden, David gets special treatment, right? So I'm all down for that. I love that concept. I think it's an amazing concept. But we need. I think I don't know. I should stop saying we need. I think we're at that perfect time. Give us Pez and server meshing for those game components, not just more locations and more things to discover and go to. Boring. Unless there's lots of NPCs, I've said this many, many times, there needs to be a massive interactive component with the NPCs. Because as much as I enjoy playing games with people, sometimes I just want to chill out for a few hours and play a game. And every other game is like that. Every other MMO, which is what Star Citizen wants to be, and I've played a few of them, that you're playing with players, but while you're grinding and questing, it's all majority NPC involvement. So the game needs lots more of that. We know the Death of Spaceman is coming. Yeah, that'll be... The Death of a Spaceman, I reckon, is 4 or 5 years away. You know, they need to have the game before they can implement Death of a Spaceman. Have you seen that game Star has been streaming? I haven't watched anybody. Subsistence. This is what I was mentioning just before. It looks very good. I noticed that Star Streams is playing, you know, Subsistence, and, you know, there's a few other people who are playing different sorts of games, and some of the other, you know, smaller channels in the US. I've seen them playing other games and stuff. I logged into a hangar back in 2013. Not even a bloody ship in it. I must have been around the same time then. 2013, maybe. I couldn't have been 2013 because that's when we backed the game, my gaming group, just after the Kickstarter finished. The Kickstarter was 2012. We backed in 2013. Yeah. Now, I think the first time I actually logged into a hangar was 2015, but I could access a ship, so maybe I do remember there being a hangar. I remember there being a hangar that you could log into and you could see your hangar. And I remember people talking about racing around in a hangar. Right. This is Microtech. We can drop our jump short here and have a look. We don't even get a delivery option. So much for my delivery stream. We haven't even picked up a single box. We haven't even picked up a single box. We've just ranted. I don't think we've been ranting. I'm far from disgruntled and pissed off and upset. Just want more, like Jason said. Why is there only one chocolate bar in the cupboard? Okay, maybe we need to go down to the planet. Let's have a look. I don't think I'm ever going to not press the escape keys to close menus and stuff. Let's get down to Nubab. Where is it? Below us? Yes. On the other side. Then 6 months later, I got a ship. Oh, yeah, okay. And then I got a ship I could fit out, but couldn't fly. And we got Port Olisar. I remember taking my Aurora off Port Olisar for the first time and flying around a bit. Amazing. Yeah, we moved on pretty quick, my group, the 19th Battalion. I think after the second or third promise that wasn't delivered, we're like, we're out. So I think I've come in back in at the perfect time. This new Babbage? It is. You change the ship. Alright. There we go. Look at these 3 lights on the mountain. That should be the spaceport over there. We can't see any of the tunnels at the moment. I'm sure we will at some stage. Look out the front. Yeah, there we go. My windscreen is dirty, you know, obviously couldn't see anything. Get back in the cockpit. Back in the cockpit. Yeah, see, it's much darker inside here, isn't it? Must get that tinting removed from my window. Look out the front. Sylvester is here! Hello, Sylvester, how are you? Look out the front. It changes, doesn't it? Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll go land here, we'll change ships, we'll grab ourselves a Pisces. Let's just have a quick look. Can we get any delivery missions? Oh, we do have one. Oh, god damn it. Alright, we'll do it. Fine, fine. See, there's that escape key again. How do I do that again? Contact landing services.
Understood, Commander. Request has been submitted to landing services.
Please proceed to assigned landing
Wow,
bay.
that was quick. I'm going to get a bit closer. Wow, that traffic controller was on the ball, wasn't he? Maybe there's no traffic here. There's nothing on the radar. The Westar. Good morning, Viv. Hope you had a nice vacation with the family. Oh, we did. It was short. It got cut short. You know, I got unwell again and we had to come home and go see the doctors and stuff. But it was nice. Very short break. You know, I think we were going to go for 7 nights. I think we went for 4. That was good. Lights. Deploy landing gear.
Yes, Commander. Landing gear is being deployed.
So we did. We didn't get to go in their pool as much as we normally do when we're there, but that's because we're normally there in summer. Foggy and it's windy, man. It's super windy. This is amazing. Why is the ship bouncing around? Amazing.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Landing complete. Oh, maybe because I was just flying in on the perfect angle just to land and I was bouncing on the ground. Incredible. Right, engines off. Get out. So I did. I had a nice break. We came home early, and I haven't. I haven't been streaming because of this. I might go get that inhaler. So annoying because it comes and goes. It's oh god, I'm actually thankful it's not like that all the time. God, that'd be a nightmare. But yeah, so I thought I'd just take a bit of a break and, you know, step back a little bit from both Star Citizen and from streaming. Let's put the ship away.
Remember, your belongings belong to you.
Welcome.
I did go on a
to
massive
the
buying
A-Sub
spree at
Laboratory
Kasaba
Facility.
in Area 18 for clothes just before the break.
Ready to upgrade.
And I've been meaning to come up here to Microtech to do a bit of shopping because obviously they've got different clothes and different outlets and stuff here. Let's grab up Pisces. And hopefully we can get one delivery mission done
Your insurance
on our,
has
what
been
was the
sent.
title of this stream? Daily deliveries or something? Next day deliveries or something?
Your vehicle
How far
has
in
been
are we?
moved to our storage facility.
Can't see because the normal thing's not on. Must remember to plug that screen back in. Okay, so we're an hour in. Okay, that's not too bad. That's about normal. We're an hour in and we're about to start our first mission. But no, we actually got to still get a ship.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
All right, hang on one. Let's go. I don't even know if we'll get to some news. Guess I don't have any news that I'm excited to share with people. I'm still like, what's going on? What are people talking about? And what is this 317.3 about? I don't know anything about it. You know, Grumpy Eye was just like me just before, having a bit of a carry on as he does. But it didn't actually, I don't think I caught, or maybe I didn't hear right, what 317.3 was about. Why is there a 317.3? What is in it? I've no idea, so I have to look that up and... Alright, the Pisces! Love this ship. Alright, let's get out of here. It's all slowly coming back. Last bit.
You are clear to launch.
Oh, T. Shields down. Are they charging? They're charging. Alright, let's grab that. Oh god, it's nighttime and cold and rainy and wet out there. It's like Melbourne. Okay, so we've got a couple of these time-sensitive ones. Should have done this on hearse and it was worth 20 grand instead of 10. Someone's bringing down a array. More of this. You know what I would prefer over salvage or anything like that? These sorts of missions that are player instigated because somebody else has done something. And service beacons that actually make sense. Why would I ever do this? Right, let's go. While we're here, god damn, I carry on about it so much. Call to arms. Alright, let's go. Trucking that. Currently in the hangar. Collect a package. From the Yarari Haltag Research Outpost. So, I was going to say, we could probably do this without a suit. But no, not on Calliope. You know, without a spacesuit, we could do it in civilian clothes, which would be cool. We could get him all dressed up fancy and, oh yeah, that pitch forward. Forgot about that on our old Pisces. Look at this little rocket. Let's turn up that velocity indicator. Activate the quantum drive. Atreyu,
Standing by to assist you, Commander.
activate the quantum drive.
Stand by. Activating quantum drive.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Let's just worry about a little bit of altitude. Wow, we have a massive pitch on this ship right now. It's ridiculous. Some ship notifications, but nothing on the radar. Where are we? 11,000. There we go. Cruise control. Leaving restricted area. There we go. I was thinking for another little loop when players put out Are we in quantum? What's going on? Oh, that was a very short jump, right? When players put out service beacons, let me get into this jump here. When players put out service beacons, but the way they handle it, how much they pay, or if they pay promptly or not at all, should be registered as Red 2. Oh yeah, 100%. Well, all that stuff is being tracked already, from what I understand other people talking about. They're tracking so much in the game right now that there's enough data and enough hooks. In terms of hooks, I'm talking about, you know, access to database information. That you could do all this sorts of cool stuff. Like, there's so much they could do with piracy because of the player-owned state of every entity in the game. Who owns it? So it is entirely possible for them to track who took something, where they took it, who they sold it to, and all of that stuff can be used in heaps of game. I was going to say game loops, but in heaps of game. You know, it feeds into the reputation system. It feeds into a criminal system. It feeds into, you know, imagine being able to pick up a job to track somebody's package, right? And you could, and the better you got at that, it didn't give you more money, but it unlocked other abilities that you could get access to, or pieces of equipment. Why are we going so fast? What the fuck's going on? Maybe you get access to different terminals. Are we close to the ground? Are we about to crash? What's happening? Or is it just a white planet? A white moon? Freaking out. That's the cloud layer we're punching through. Where the hell is the ground? No, imagine being an investigator, right? And the better you become, the better facilities you get access to, the more information you get access to about someone. Oh, we are close to the ground. We're super close to the ground. That's why I was talking about the game loops. I don't need more money. And, you know, the whole concept of Star Citizen being a skill-based game is great, but that doesn't make a game, right? That makes a simulation. How good are you at that simulation? You know, we need the game. Those game components. Deploy landing gear. Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear. Please stand by.
Wow, I haven't played for ages and I'm so We're definitely crashing at some stage tonight. Left wing. Everything is so sensitive. How do I open the doors again? I've got a hotkey for it. Don't know what it is. There we go. That's the wrong button to do that. Why gets me at oh, you know what we don't have is a goddamn helmet. We have a goddamn helmet. Let's go. Whoa. So there, yeah, there's loads of whoa. Oh, that was a huge jump. That was amazing. There's loads of cool things that they could do. We need to start seeing some of those before we see more systems and new stuff. We don't need more new stuff. We need to see the old stuff improved from tier 0 to at least fucking tier half. We are in an armistice zone. Alright, let's have a quick scout around here for some red loot boxes. Yeah, we need more mission types, right? There's a relay back here, right? In the main room. Where is it? Over here. There's a relay here, right? You've all seen these, right? Yes, this is coming, and we've all seen the videos and the outposts and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, I would like to see that, you know, an implementation of that has nothing to do with money. Some other sort of currency. What a crap loot box that was. Those ones never have anything good in them. Yeah, this is what it is. We'll take it. Have no capacity on my local storage. Well, it's considerable, so we might as well store it there, and at some stage it'll either get sent home when I reset my character or I come and raid this base. Like, for God's sake, I carried on about this before. If they just give us the facility to have it or buy, and yes, cargo refractor and all that sort of stuff, the 2 SCU boxes, it unlocks so many things you can do. Look at this, just across the road, a sneaky red one. Undersuit from some of the villains, right? Some of the rebel dudes. What are they called? Not the Nine Tails, the dudes on the jump. From the 890 jump mission. What are they called? Are they rebels? Alright, let's carry one of these packages out. Look at this little... This looks mildly scary. Oh yes, that's right. This is a quantum sensitive mission. Fun times. Calliope. It looks unforgiving. But does anyone know what's coming in 3.7? Do you know, Meta, what's happening in 3.17.3? Is it just a stability fix or... Oh, boy. Oh, wow. It's windy out here. We can hear the wind. It's amazing. Quite often I can't hear the wind. There's no sound for the wind. I just get blown around. Or are they sneaking something else in? But there's a stability fix, but I don't know what. Yeah, I haven't been on Spectrum. Nothing. I don't know shit. apologize. I do apologize for my rather crummy state. And all my gasping and coughing. But I hadn't played for a long time. We're back. We're settled back into work now. Things are happening there. I'm getting some major projects moving along there that have just been delayed over and over and over. Cut some holes in the one of the brick walls out the back today. Got all that ready for new ducting and ventilation and extraction pipes and stuff that need to go through one of the walls. Let's place this quite gently over here, please. And I want to have a quick look out here. What is that over there? That's just another building. With some rooms in it. Let's go have a look. Yeah, I'd like to see NPCs. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, people. If I'm already in the room, is it necessary to suck me out of it? Let's get back down and take a bit of shelter. I want to see NPCs all over these before I see more systems. I want to see more NPCs all over this before I see more stability fixes. Because honestly, there's no point fixing the stability if, you know, you then give us NPCs that don't work properly. Like the NPCs that don't work properly already. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy here, right? We've touched on this before.
What can I do for you?
I want to make a delivery. Doesn't do anything.
Set it down. Let's see what you got.
Don't got nothing. Now he stops talking to me, eh? Right, let's go. Nothing in here.
Let's go. Don't have all day.
A delivery box. Let's get out of here. Okay, drop off these packages. We got a little bit of quantum flying. Yeah, so I do apologize for my crummy state, but I thought we'd put a bit of a stream on. I haven't played for a little bit. We'll jump in, run a couple of missions, maybe catch up on some news. Not be much of a chance for that at the moment. Between me carrying on. I really must compile a proper list so I can be a bit more cohesive. Or coherent, I guess would be the correct term. For my thoughts and my ideas, and because the game has such incredible scope. And as Meta was saying earlier, you know, Chris Roberts' ambition is large, and that's amazing. It's allowed us for all these years to have that flight of fancy, that what if this would be cool, you know, the speculative, you know, aspect of the development. Hang on a second, let me just check this mission. How many things are we supposed to be collecting? Do we still need to collect something else? Collect 2 packages and drop them off. At 2 different places. Oh, brutal. Which one of these muckers is me? This is me here, right? Yeah. Drop off. Here we go. Okay, we don't need to worry about that business. Get some altitude. Now we got 4 markers, alright. 2 in the back and our 2 destinations. Market of sense to me. Market of sense to me. And the last time I did one of these, I had to quantum jump to one place. Okay. It's like a fairly small moon. Alright, let's get some cruise control on. Get the altitude. Or the attitude pitched up. Let's... Does anyone remember what the hotkey for locking your course is? Comma? Oh, no, it's right shift. That's right. Right shift. That'll lock my course. So my heading is locked. My speed is locked. We're off. We might just pitch down a little bit. 10 degrees would be good. Take us right over the atmosphere. We can get some proper speed as we cruise to our first destination. There we we go, max speed. High in altitude, 1100. Set heading. Windows update time! What? Windows update time. I haven't done an update for Windows for a while now. I don't know if I need to. I think it's set to automatically apply any security updates, but something has happened to the water here in Melbourne in the last couple of days. Like the other day, it smelt really strongly of chlorine. I've never smelt that in the water before. It's not too bad today, but it's got a weird taste. Normally the water here in Melbourne is pretty good. Oh, we're climbing. Pretty sure. Let's just turn that cruise control off. I'm pretty sure we're flying over the... Yeah. Let's go. That on, cruise control. I don't have the other monitor, so let me bring this over here. Where is the launcher? I'll pop it over here. Alright, what's happening in the news? CitizenCon's coming up, hey! Alright, what are we looking at? Here we go, CitizenCon. I think we'll leave this one here, just so we can sort of see the game in the background. And quickly drag this out of the way. I don't think we've got any issues here. We're slowly descending, but we should be alright. Plenty of altitude. CitizenCon, Spectrum, Spectator, CitizenCon, a celebration. Hey, what is this? Oh. It's a bit of lore. Welcome to the only show that also describes what? Welcome to the only show that also describes what you're doing right now. This is Spectrum Spectator. I'm Daisy Wences. And I'm Lars Connell. Together, we watch what's new and noteworthy on Spectrum, so you know what's worth gluing your eyes to. And what will make you want to glue your eyes shut? Like how I felt after watching one of this week's vids. Well, before we get to that vid, that made Daisy question her life choices. We have some breaking news regarding Kid Empire. A show that asks the all-important question, if left to their own devices, what kind of society would kids create? Oh, Jesus. We're flying off into space here. We're in orbit. Turns out, one that couldn't survive a few days of bad weather. Production on the show has been suspended after torrential rains created unsafe conditions for the cast, which is pretty weak if you ask me. Back in my day, child reality stars weren't afraid of getting swept away by dangerous riptides. Probably didn't help that in last week's episode, the kids picked a spread of tip-top dumplings for their reward instead of a multi-tool with RMC canisters to patch all those holes in their shelter. What is an RMC canister? A multi-tool with an RMC canister. Interesting. All right, let's just readjust let's course correct. We're flying into space, man. That's ridiculous. All right, let's stay like this. Bring ourselves back down to Calliope. Oh, wait, that's the mouse. Don't do that. That's bad news. Let's readjust. All right. So what is this Spectrum Spectator? Is this like a regular series? What is this multi-tool? Kid Empire is consistently the most shocking and surprising thing I watch, and I'll be damned if I don't love every last second of it. Though I have to admit I'm not sure how it's even legal to put kids in some of these circumstances. That whole gravity generator thing last week was pretty intense. Oh, I met someone who works on it and got a little insight into their process. Let's just say they love parents who are willing to sign liability waivers to give their kid a chance to be famous. Well, this makes me want to cry. Recapping episodes of Kid Empire for this show is literally the highlight of my week. We will still be recapping this week's episode later in the show, but we'll put future releases on hold until the production, oh shit, is back up and running. Entering the atmosphere. We're going way too quick at an entirely the wrong attitude. All right, first package drop off. So this Spectrum Spectator kind of sounds like a show, right? We got these two hosts, Lars Gonnell and Daisy Wences. Could be like a podcast or something. Obviously, it's in-game, in lore. Well, I don't know if it's in lore, but I don't think these are actual people. I haven't read any lore for ages. Let's get down here and drop this package off. Deploy landing gear. Left wing. How do I adjust the camera again? It's the Z key, right? And then this will bring this down. I want to save this view. So you might not want to save it. Deploy landing gear. We need to get a horizon view here. There we go, that looks all right to me. All right, we're dropping off in this building. Might as well land close to it, hey? Just in here, looks perfect to me. Why it gets me out of my seat. Okay. We shall get back to that Spectrum Spectator in just a minute. Why did the doors close? I done opened it with me button. Oh, it's windy. Let's crouch down. Because apparently, and it does work, the crouch mode bypasses some of the atmospheric condition things. Such as the getting blown all over the place business. No red ones. No red ones. All right, which package are we dropping off here? 444. Whoa. All right, slowly trying to remember what all the buttons do. 444. Grab this one. There we go, and this is my... no, it doesn't work. Okay. It goes in this machine here, right? Oh, boy. All right. First package. Place. All right, we're off to the next one. And we can get on with the rest of this bit. Oh, I met someone who works on it, and they got a little insight into their processes. Jeez, duck down. Crouching! Crouching! All right, engines on. Get a little bit of it. Oh, no, we can't quantum there anyway. I was going to say we'll go straight out backwards and then quantum jump, but we cannot do that. All right, let's get some cruise control on. Let's get a little bit of altitude. And then we'll fly around in orbit where it's fast. Where it's faster. All right, we'll just set this up and then we'll get back to it. Oh, that's good. But wait, don't you dare go anywhere until we've discussed the primo propaganda vid we watched this week. Oh, now that's a bit of a harsh characterization of SitCon as celebration. The new special from SSN CATV that compiles the best and most memorable SitCon moments from the last century and a half. Brings me to my first problem with this vid. Where are all the highlights from the Mesa era? Since they created the modern CitizenCon as a military recruitment tool, there must have been at least a massive flyby that they could have used to represent that era. To be fair, the vid isn't meant as a history lesson. It's clearly trying to get people excited for this year's show. Gotta admit, it worked on me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I ranted about it for a good hour on our pre-show meeting, which actually made me realize that part of the reason why the vid got me so worked up is because it's entertaining. Some of those talent show clips made me laugh harder than anything I've seen in months. These are segments from the much maligned Star Citizen talent competition of the early 2850s. Loved that vid. Totally leaned into that reputation by showing stuff like the guy failing to balance all those cargo crates on his head, alongside some truly impressive feats. This isn't really news, but nonetheless, it's an interesting. What's going on? Oh, we're course locked. All right, this way. Onwards. How about that crazy zero-G juggling? Oh, that'd be sick. How about that crazy zero-G juggling segment? Because obviously the balls aren't really the ones that are moving. I guess they would because you're going to have some... Yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Her timing and accuracy with the tractor beam were... Oh, tractor beam. Her timing and accuracy with the tractor beam were incredible. I'll never accomplish anything half as impressive in my life. I'd seen most of those talent competition clips already, but you really have to scour Spectrum to find them. So it's great to have the best ones compiled here and fully restored. Yeah, the entire thing looks and sounds great, particularly all the musical performances. I maxed out the volume during Gauchi's performance, so much my ears were still ringing the next day. Totally worth it. I haven't had ringing ears for 20 years, you know. Every weekend, you know, we'd go to the clubs and stuff, and you come home and had one friend. It wasn't really a friend, somebody I knew lived in the city on the, you know, on the edges of Adelaide. Adelaide's like a big square. And every time we'd go into the city, we'd always go past Andrew's house because there'd always be something going on at his place. It was pretty much, you know, it was one of those places where you'd go and the door would be open and there'd already be 15 people there just doing, you know, whatever. Any time of day, you'd go there and there'd just be people there. So if I went to his house, we'd normally end up with ringing ears because they'd be cranking the music as well. They were in like a little industrial area. Probably long gone by now. What are all these ships that just popped up and disappeared? All right. Here we go. During Gauchi's performance, so much my ears were still ringing the next day. Totally worth it. Guess the production worked directly with the Ark to pull and restore footage for the vid. The Ark. Sounds interesting. You can tell they put a lot of care and thought into it. But that still doesn't make any of the speeches they included any more interesting. Seriously? You didn't like any of them? Snooze Central. Every last one of them. Not even Imperator Toy's famous speech from the first post-Mesa CitizenCon? Had to memorize parts of that one for a school project. Now, anytime I hear it, my brain's just scrambling to remember the next word before she says it. That's too bad. It still gets me every time. That and Imperator Salahi's. Salahi's? Salahi's. That and Imperator Salahi's speech about why we need to build Synthworld. With the clear highlights for me. Guess this kind of brings me back to my original point. The show includes a bunch of these political speeches to give the vid a sense of history and perspective. So while it's posturing like it's not afraid to broach serious issues, it fails to acknowledge any controversies related to the event itself. I get it, but again, this really isn't that type of vid. Not G12, Viv. It is Z. Why can't I scroll? Look at that arc. Unless we're slowly plummeting towards the planet. Alright, 200 and odd Ks. We'll be there. Which is exactly why I half-jokingly called it propaganda. The vid is only interesting in presenting a very sanitized and positive view of CitizenCon. I truly think it would have been way more interesting if they also included stuff like Senator Amelie No's speech advocating for Terran independence, being cut short due to bogus technical difficulties. Or how about when that group of protesters overran the stage in 2911 to advocate for universal suffrage? I don't think there's anything wrong with this vid collecting feel-good moments from CitizenCon. It reminds us that the event really is about how we, the people, are what makes this empire great. You mean citizens? All of us civilians are still waiting for the empire to hold an event celebrating our contributions. You know, it's not as cut and dry as that. The name is meant to inspire people to become more active and engaged with the empire. Well, it's always made me feel less than because I'm just a civ. And I know that might just be me. It might just be a me thing, but I wanted to acknowledge it because I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. So to wrap this up, I really enjoyed CitizenCon, the celebration. It was not only entertaining, but got me excited for this year's event. And I kind of like some of the stuff in this vid, but mixing in those political speeches really rubbed me the wrong way. And they were boring and kept reminding me that the event celebrates citizens and not us mere civs. What is the difference between a citizen and a civilian? We need to take a quick break. We need to take a quick break. A quiet break. We need to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere as we still have the recap. We still have to recap this week's episode of Kid Empire. And spoiler, our favorite kid, Abdul, decides that using a thruster to warm up ration packs is a good idea. Plus, we'll talk about a new type of talk show that will be hitting Spectrum soon. One that will be broadcast live in Stanton from a converted Connie called The Only Constant. Yes, I want to give my Connie a name! We'll take bets on how long it takes before the ship runs into trouble while broadcasting, and debate if part of the show's appeal will be watching in anticipation of what might go wrong. Kind of like how I watched the Murray Cup. Spectrum Spectator will be back right after this. Amazing. All right. Let's go drop off this quantum sensitive package. And then hopefully these guys out here will give us some more missions. And not more quantum sensitive ones. Ah, boy. Right, while we're flying in these last few kilometers, let's jump back into the launcher. Alright, so that was Spectrum Spectator, a CitizenCon, a celebration 12 hours ago. A few things to catch up. I haven't seen any of the Star Citizen, Inside Star Citizen, no ICS, no SCL, nothing. October 2022, subscriber promotions. Oh, what's this about? I saw that money go out of my account when I was doing my accounts earlier in the week. Maybe I should find out what I get. Let's go drop off this package. But there's some things here. Some little ships maybe. That kind of looks like a, I don't know. Looks like some sort of teddy. Let's have a look at that in a second. 15Ks punching through that cloud layer. A lot of stuff on the screen, isn't there? Wow. I guess I'll remember what it's all for and it'll slowly tune back out again. We'll do some ship combat soon too. I haven't done any for obviously weeks. I want the random encounters while I'm doing this mission, right? We spoke about that when we were in the cave last time. Cave critters to shoot and, you know, things to keep you on your toes. Left wing. Left wing. Might land up here and we'll refuel and stuff while we're here. Might as well. I need to move this screen here and then we can see Meta's comment. I need to minimize that. Dark. I did 2 monitor missions, a combat beacon, and bought a lovely mottled green livery from my Titan. Oh, 48k, and they only have 2 choices, both green. Yeah, just a nice tidy little session. Can do a few different sorts of things. Those ones have been really fun. You know, we started off with a quick bounty because they wouldn't give us any delivery missions outside of these quantum sensitive ones. Quick trip up to Microtech, change ships. Still no delivery missions outside of the quantum sensitive ones. So we'll see. G12. Why does the G12 not work? Keyboard's on. Ah, oh, wrong profile. Yeah, there we go. Look at that OSL, the lighting there on his chest. Love that. taken down my green screen. I put it back up. Oh no, we're not doing a pickup. I put it back up for the stream tonight. I'm very keen to get one that comes down from the roof. I was originally thinking I would get some pull-up banners. Like this one is on some stands. It's quite wide. It goes another meter or meter and a half that way. It's like a big photography one. On tripods and stuff. It's a pain in the ass to set up, really. It's not a pain in the ass, it just takes a bit of time. And so rather than having to spend that time, it's just been set up the whole time, which means the rest of my hobby room where all my miniatures and stuff are. Hasn't been accessed or isn't getting used, and so I need to make a change there. All right, mission complete. Mission complete. Got any loot boxes for us? Hey, what do you got in here? Don't mind if I steal this, do you? Oh, I like these simple tactical ones. Let's put them in the ship. To do that. Why can't I put them directly in the ship? The ship's on the pad. There's another breaker. Turn that off. Talk to this guy. Pick the option that we want, and then off we go. We do the next part of the quest. Hooray! Have a quick look around these other buildings while we're here. Why not? See what they got for us. If they've got anything. Just white ones in here, eh? Just white ones. Hey, boy. Now, that was like one of those green lights that lets one car through and that's it. Alright, we'll go check this other one. Is that where we came from? Nope, we dropped the package over there to the orange building. I don't understand how these guys are supposed to produce, enough food for, export, right? There doesn't seem to be enough farm space. Or maybe they're just like hyper, efficient farms that are harvested every, 20 minutes. A Novikov helmet. Damn it, I just bought one of those. Oh no, it's a different one, isn't it? Oh no, this is a Novikov helmet. I bought a Pembroke suit when I was over at Lawville before we started, when I logged on last night. I thought I'll get a Pembroke suit, just in case I need it. And wandered around the spaceport and then logged off. No alarms. The blue one. You know what we might try and do is sell all this stuff. Because I've never managed to actually successfully sell anything I've looted. This looks like a research outpost. This is definitely a research outpost. This can't be a farm, right? Because there's a couple of little glass things outside, little dome, hexagonal sort of things. Vesta says the Solar Winds livery is pretty cool. Have a Titan Gladius and Sentinel, so decided to splurge a little bit. I haven't seen it. Let's have a quick look. All right, so we'll come to the subscriber stuff in just a minute. Why is it so windy in here? Actually, we might need to loot one of these drinks. Oh, this is all Chrome. I think I saw Ollie43 talking about these a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that's cool. It's very industrial, isn't it? It's very utilitarian. You know, one of my friends, his dad's was probably, and probably still is. I don't know. I haven't, you know, one of my old friends, his dad was into hot rods and all that sort of stuff, and you know, converting old cars, you know, yeah, into hot rods. And he'd built one that was polished metal like this. I don't know if this is chrome. It's kind of hard to tell. You kind of need to see it moving. It doesn't look like it's chrome. Chrome has different reflections than this. This looks like brushed metal. And that car, I don't know what it was. Some sort of muscle car. And some sort of hot rod, right? It was just brushed steel. It looked great. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that. So my subscriber flare. Oh, we'll get to this in just a second. Let me finish up what we're doing. We're going to need to loot a drink. Why am I talking like this? Oh, we've got a drink. Oh, pants. I will always loot clothes. I like that combination. Are there boots? Oh, there's a hat. We just need boots. All right, let's take something to drink. Let's put this in the backpack. Take that order. We'll drink it now. Yeah. They're nice, but also expensive and not available in game. Yeah, that's what I understand, right? There's a bunch of paints that you can't buy in game. You know, they're pledge only items, which is a bit disappointing. I don't really mind that sort of stuff, you know. A lot of games survive by that sort of, you know, those microtransactions, right? Excuse me. All right, so there we go. Looted up. We got ourselves a drink. Oh, let's put our helmet back on. That'd be a great idea. Right, so I wonder if I can put all this stuff in my ship. None of it looks like subscriber stuff. I wonder if I can put all this stuff in my ship. Take the ship to a trade terminal. Can I sell it from here? Sylvester has a thing for silver. It was my nickname as a kid. Silver. That's amazing. It sounds like a Wild West sort of, not a cowboy name. I'm going to sound really naive here. What are the cowboy villains called again? When there's a bunch of... Oh my god, Viv. They're not pirates. Not gangsters. Oh my god! Rebels? Rustlers? Oh my god. I don't know. But it sounds like that sort of name. When I bought my Cuddy Black and my mule, says Meta, I felt guilty for weeks. No, man. It's good, man. We spend money on the hobbies we enjoy, right? Like that tabletop gaming. Yes, I do own a business that works in that industry, and I've had a retail store in the past, but it's been a hobby of mine for 25 years. Fuck the amount of money I spent on that. When I was playing paintball in the early 2000s, I reckon I spent 30 grand in 2 years playing paintball, played all over Australia and stuff. And hobbies cost money. And if your hobby doesn't cost money, tell me what the hobby is so I could do it too. Don't leave. Oh yeah, shit, we got all the stuff here. Desperados, maybe? Yeah, Desperados. Actually, on the shelf behind the green screen is a whole bunch of 28mm scale Wild West figures, and on the bottom of one of the gangs is that word I'm looking for. Don't leave. Go back into the cargo bay. Press I and transfer everything into the inventory. That's a very good idea. Because I always forget to do that every time. Thank you, Meta, for reminding me. I think I've mentioned it so many times. Oh, no, let's get this. And then we fly off and I'm like, damn it, I forgot. Transfer left. Swapped helmets. Swap tops. Stop. Stop. I don't know why my macro does this. Grab stuff and, what? And changes my outfit. Oh, come on. Are we really doing this? Yeah, grab stuff and changes my outfits when it's doing that macro. So, you know, I don't know how that's happening because it's a left click here and drag across and release. And, you know, I don't see how it's changing my clothes by doing that. Or maybe it's happening so quickly that the mouse is releasing. I don't know. Am I okay? No, I'm not fantastic, but I'm okay. I have a terrible cough if that's what you're talking about. Hang on, you're on the right bottom before. Now you're on the left bottom. Magic. Oh, that's because we're on a different screen. That was our screen capture. There's obviously screen capture in the game, but then I can drag the other things onto the screen and we can all see it and enjoy it together. But this one that's got the death counter and the music is the game capture. The other one's a screen capture. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Installation. Let's play.
who's gone to bed. Oh, come on, man. Has taken the inhaler somewhere. Don't mean to pry, but I was a combat medic for 22 years, so that kind of thing sticks out when I hear it. What kind of thing? My cough or my mental health? Yes, my mental health is not good. I've been quite open with that, and I'm quite probably more. I probably share a little bit too much, with my Knights of Dice community. I've laid off of that recently because this year's just been absolutely terrible. So yes, if you're talking physically, then this cough is terrible, and if you're talking mentally, yes, my mental health right now is absolutely terrible. We've been doing tests every day for COVID. I don't know if you were here, Sylvester, when we were talking earlier in the stream. But my brother and my sister-in-law are staying with us at the moment. They've just moved back from London. I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping that we're going to see another mission pop up here. That we might just need to do something else in the meantime. They've just sold up in London and moving up into Tweeds Head, which is up north from us in New South Wales. And Amy just tested positive for COVID a couple of days ago. We've all been testing in the mornings and stuff, and she's keeping off to herself. And but my chest is really starting to hurt. So I hope I'm just getting back into work. I haven't been. I was saying to my brother the other night, I've probably done maybe 200 hours work in the last 4 months. I normally work a 40-hour week like everybody. And yeah, I haven't been at work a lot, and just back-to-back health issues. Right now, while I'm just finally, it's been a good week at work. We finally, me, had to let everyone go last year or the year before. Thank you, COVID. Finally managed to get around to cutting the holes in the walls at the back so I can put in new extractors and vent lines and all that sort of stuff. And it's been a massive project that's holding up so much other stuff at my work. That's finally done. The last thing I need right now is a fucking positive COVID test, which lays me out for another week. Up into a cave on Calliope. We're getting what's that death penalty? Not the death penalty, the death timer counter thing, the survivability counter. Are we going to get that if we go inside the cave? Do we need a special suit for Calliope? This one's on Microtech. Let's go nap about in a cave for a little bit. And if some sort of delivery mission pops up, that's not one of these quantum sensitive ones, we might do it. But we will do it. Give me a delivery mission that's not a quantum sensitive one. Wow, that's super bright, isn't it? Where is it? Yeah. Let's go. He's still on the ground. Let's get out. Combat medic for 22 years, Sylvester. That sounds pretty intense. One of my family's been service personnel. The cough. Our mental health is objective for all of us. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't give you, when I saw the doctor, he gave me antibiotics for that, boil thing that I've been an ongoing problem for a couple of months now with these various things popping up on my body. This most recent one on the back of my head. So that's sorted out. And he was like, the cough's, just ride it out, man. And that's all different, right? Because you go to the doctor before COVID with a cough and they're like, fucking take this and take these and you'll be all right. Now you go there with a cough and they're like, You'll be fine. Have you had your COVID shot? Alright, where are we going? We're going off to Microtech. Alright. Let's find ourselves this orbital marker here, and then we'll reset our course. Starstreams has joined us. Hello, how are you, my friend? I hope you've been well. Notice that you're well and truly into your other survival games, which is wonderful to see. Haven't managed to watch any of them. I haven't been keeping a track of anything the last 3 weeks or so. We've been talking about. There's so much to get back into, so many things to go and check out. So much Star Citizen news to have a look at, so many other channels to check out. I do like a good survival game. Just, they come and go so quickly, and I've never found one that's, I don't know, that suits me, I suppose. We go into a cave, aren't we? Loving subsistence. Yeah, I've seen that pop up on your channel. I don't know anything about it. But from the name Subsistence, it sounds very, rural is the wrong word, and so is primitive. But, what type of survival game is it? Oh god, it's nighttime! It's nighttime! Hopefully this cave stays visible until 5Ks. Because if it disappears at 23, there's fuck all chance it's gonna happen. Actually, I guess we can try, right? Let's set some sticks up. Let's lock our heading. And then in theory, if we just head straight towards... We can't move now. We can't orientate away from this course. Wilderness. Subsistence, yes. That sounds great. Bears, wolves, etc. It's exactly what I look for in a game. Amazing. I'll have to check it out. Played some DayZ, I think just before we went on our holiday. For probably all of half an hour, and then I was like, by the time I, get established, at least to the point where I can keep myself alive, I'm going to be killed by somebody else. And I've ranted about that before. A lot of these survival multiplayer games and stuff, they just end up as, shoot first, ask questions later, sort of FPS events. In 95% of the circumstances, that's been my experience. The other 5% of the time, you actually get to hook up with people and play games and have some fun. Do things together. Alright, so this is going to disappear any second now. And then we should just be able to fly straight ahead. What? Yeah, there we go. Get some lights on. Oh, wow, there's a mountain right there. Jesus, unlock the course heading. Should be, we were 3,000 clicks out, right? Maybe here. Somewhere around here. What? I fly over it. 4,000, 37, 36, 34, 32, 31, 27, 24, 22. Maybe it is. way into this fucking thing. Are you serious? What the... Fuck off. No way. What the fuck, man? That's incredible. Whoa! That's incredible. Take back all my ranting. Our server is PvE, not a PvP. I mean, yeah. I don't, you know, it's not what I look for immediately in a game. It's not what I look for immediately in terms of my gameplay. Shit me. Oh, that's right, because when I logged in, for some reason I had the mining bit in my hand and I put it in my inventory back at Lawville. Well, I love how both of my tools are empty. I've got no ammo for both of them. Is that Hadanite? It fucking is, isn't it? Yeah. That was gonna be my extra money for this mission, damn it! Alright, put the weapon away, man. Viv. Puts weapons away. Yay for the lights on the Pisces, hey Meta. Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? I love them. Locate the missing client. Alright. More had a night. God damn it, man. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. It's another tractor beam. Oh, that's the tractor beam I've got. The other one. Damn it! Damn it! The new caves look awesome. There's certainly a lot of exciting things coming up. Love these caves, having to duck down and crawl through things and... Maybe we'll find a box with a mining tool in it. Oh, we've got to get down on our belly for this bit. How do we do that? What's the key again? Is it C? No, that gives us some sort of injection. How do we put that away? Z? No, X. Crouch. How do we go prone again? Perfect landing. It was a great landing. Can't see what's happening on YouTube because I don't have the other monitor on. What's happening with the... Okay, stream health is good. Sweet. Yeah, we're currently standing. To go prone, Z. No, C injects me with something. Is it V? What does V do? Why's my light off? Oh, V takes my helmet off. Oh shit, that's a bad idea. Oh, hang on, where are we? Microtech. We got atmosphere. We don't need a helmet. Z. It's not spacebar. What? Relook. Base brake, cruise control. Strafe up. Down. It's just one of the default keys, right? Prone, heel, jump. Control is no, that's crouch. In left, move forwards. X. Own. There we go. Amazing. Look at this business. We got to crawl through here. This is incredible. So we'll see. I've managed to. Last time we did a cave mission, a couple of streams before I took a break. We did find our dude. Took us a bit of time. What is that? Stuff on the roof. Fireflies. That's cool. Yeah, I've never been in a cave on Microtech before. So far, it's a bit different. We don't get all these growth things. It's dark. Well, I haven't noticed flowers and stuff in the other caves that I've been on. Don't fall in there. Don't fall in there. We might need to go down that way soon. You'd normally expect to have to go down to find a body, wouldn't you? Maybe we need to go up and around. I love these firefly light things on the roof. They look cool, but it's mildly, disorientating because it kind of looks like I'm outside, right? Alright, so we got a couple of places to go off down that way. Back here are the holes. That's the way we're going to go. It's over here. Wait a second, we're going to change this music. Some epidemic sound on. And get something a little bit orchestral. Thank you so much to Starstreams. I used his referral code from one of his video descriptions for an extra 30 days free trial for my epidemic sound. So go hit up one of Starstream's videos and I'm sure you'll find a link there off to use his code to get you an extra 30 days of epidemic sound for free. Let's do, what have we got in Caves and Wrecks? Let's put this on. Yeah, okay, so we got to go back this way, not into the holes that were over this way somewhere. Just keep turning left. Just keep turning left. I love those little spots sometimes in caves where you see this little, like a little tunnel that goes off into another space and you've got to go around to get into it. Pirates of the Caribbean, this one, isn't it? This is not where I came in, because where I came in was marked with a flare. I'm not prepared for cave missions, so I don't have any flares. I guess we could have pinched some from those loot boxes that we were like, no, I don't want a white loot box. Not even going to check it. Oh, we're going to find a way down. We're going to start going down, people. Maybe this is the way to down. You know what that last little bit of music there reminded me of? I need to finish watching bloody Obi-Wan. Or what's it called? Kenobi. I think I've got one episode left. That's where we gotta go. Oh, hang on a second. Are we back at the beginning? God damn it. Okay, alright, hang on a second. If we're back at the beginning then, we've got to fall down one of those holes then. Because we went this way, we went up through here. We went through a cave. Hello, very much. We went... Okay. All that we can climb back up. All that yellow stuff there means we can climb back up there. Let's go left here. Oh yeah, okay. Nope, we just run around this big pillar in the middle. Nothing else in this room unless I'm missing something. I do like how they tease you with the Hadanite at the start of this mine, and then everything else has been either Dolerine or Aphorite. Okay. Unless I've missed something. This is a dead end. Which means we've got to fall down one of those holes. If we've fallen down one of those holes, there's got to be a way back up. Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, let's get out. I thought you wanted a mining tool. I did want a mining tool. Is it? But there's no mining tool here. Mining tool would be great. I thought I had a mining tool, which is why I wasn't checking any of those boxes. I totally forgot that at the beginning of the stream we put it in the inventory. Alright, so I guess we're going to go down one of these, but if we go down, we got to make sure we can get back up. Alright, that looks like a place we can get up. Oh, jeez, so this looks like a place we can get down. We're just looking for all these ledges that have this yellow sort of paint, for lack of a better word, which will allow me to find a way down and make sure that I can find a way to get back up. Anybody in here? Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Is this it? But the other hole didn't have any hand grips anywhere. Too small to get through even if we could. Okay. Interessant. Okay, we're at the bottom of that hole. Right? But there doesn't seem to be any tunnels leading off to anywhere. Oh, bummer. Alright, alright. It must be the other one then. I'm not missing any sneaky little passages or anything, am I? Was there a little tunnel that shot off? Partway down? Not all the way down? It's over there. Nothing. What is that thing? Out of the texture. Okay. Alright. It must be in the other hole. Or was that part of the same one? It's part of the same one. Hang on a second. Yeah, if that's part of the same hole. Whew. That was close. Right, nothing in there. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Let's retrace our steps. Go back. This was the only entrance into the cave, right? I saw someone on the Spectrum, you know, carrying on about how difficult the caves were and you never find the body and stuff. And then I saw somebody else say, you know, there's only 4 different types of caves and they all have the same layout. Once you know the layout, the caves are super easy. This has not been my experience. Oh, there's 4 different cave layouts, I should say. Not there's 4 different caves and they're all the same. That doesn't make sense. There's 4 different cave layouts. This is what I seem to recall from seeing on... that's what I recall seeing on Spectrum. I could be entirely wrong. So this goes back to our ship. Are there other antechambers? Or is it just that one and I've missed something? I know a lot of people hate caves, but I really find it interesting and fun because, you know, it's an actual challenge. I guess once I'm so used to it that it's not a challenge anymore, they'll cease being interesting or fun, I suppose, but... Are you kidding me? The ship's lights pointing actually at the cave we need to go into. kidding me? And we ran off into a different one. Alright, so there are 2 exits from that main chamber. That light coming from? Nowhere. Bit Harry Potter-esque, this one. Probably overdue to watch a little bit of Harry Potter. You'll enjoy it. Leave me alone. Sometimes we got to climb up to go down. I think that's where we came in. I think we're running around in circles now. Climb up that way. Okay. Just time. It just takes time. We went left last time, so let's go right. Make some progress. Oh! Has this joined the main chamber we were in before, or have we gone off in a different direction? No, this is certainly a different cave. Hole down here that we can go explore in just a second. A big pile of bird poo. Left first and just scope out what's around us. So we got one hole that we can potentially go explore. We've got this cavern here that we can explore. We got something over there we can explore. Let's just quickly duck our head in here. I don't think there'll be anything here, but we'll have a quick look. So before we go down, let's just go over here. Hop. 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 There's the hole. Okay, let's check out this tunnel real quick. I don't think this goes anywhere. No. Oh, shit. Another hole. Okay, so this one has all the holes in it. Let's quickly skim around the rest of the perimeter of this chamber. And then we've got 3 options we can pick from. Yeah. Okay. some ledges here. Excuse me. So good. We could drop down there, right? But I'd never know if I'd be able to come back up that way. But there's like this little path through here. We're going to crouch down to go through. That's cool. So I can see yellow here, so I know I can get back up this way, which means I'm quite happy to go down this way. There's yellow over there, which means I can probably jump to it and then go down. Okay. I like this cave so far. Right now it just seems to be 2 big chambers, some small little dead ends, 1 big pit in this chamber with a small bridge over the top and 2 areas, 1 to go down and the other one to fall into. Nothing in that side. We've come around to the other chamber. That's got a couple of little dead end short rooms. And then we've found this. There's 2 chambers here, 2 sort of anti-chambers. And we're in the final hole here and there's nothing here. Which means we must, be one of the other ones. All right, let's go back. Spacebar jumps, Viv. Let me do a jump across to here, right? Jump. Nope. The wall. Press the spacebar, Viv. Spacebar jumps. Why is he not jumping? Why am I not jumping? We need to jump onto that ledge from here. Like that. Alright, let's go check out one of these other pits. Back down. Fall through here. A hefty stack of flares would come in handy right about now. They would. You know, I've never used any flares, even in the mines. I just, build a visual map of, where we are and off we go. And if you do something like I always turn left in caves, mazes, all that sort of stuff. Just keep turning left and you'll find your way out. It's impossible not to. And so I do the same thing in the caves, I just keep going around left, all the way around the left, that gets me a visual image of the overall cave. This one's quite nice because it's quite easy. It doesn't have too many of these little passages and tunnels. But yes, flares would certainly help a lot. Okay, so we'll go back up to the right around this way somewhere. No, it's over this way. There's the hole we just explored. The other one's over this way. And then there's one more after this. Alright, that looks like a way down there. So hop, hop, hop. 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 So that's back towards the entrance, and there's one more hole over that way. But this one's looking promising to me. These are the ones that I like. I can't get through here, right? But it clearly goes somewhere. Can't jump over this. Oh, yes, I can. It just goes around that pillar. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, it's a dead end. There's nothing here. Bit of fool's gold. It's a bit of fool's gold. Okay. So it's going to be that first hole in this second chamber. Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, back up we go. Climb the wall. Have I been in this cave before? Not this specific one, but I remember this jump here is a pain in the butt. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing something. There we go, we got it! And then we did a couple little hops. So this way. Oh, oh no! No! Lucky it wasn't deep. Where are we? Can't climb up this way. Maybe we can. There's paint here. Right. Stashroom's got a dash. Happy caving. Well, this is not what we're supposed to be doing, but thank you so much. Take care, mate. I'll catch up with you soon. This is not what we're supposed to be doing, but we just couldn't get any delivery missions, damn it. Cave missions are never quick. But this one will be over in just a second. Oh no! Oh! Excuse me. Ship's back that way. There's the big pile of bird poo, and there's one more cave to explore just over here somewhere. What? I swear there was one more here. There's the exit. If we follow... Right, let's just regain our bearings. If we follow this, this should go back to the... Yep. There's a pillar here, right? Go around it. Back. The ship. What? Okay, yeah, I'm lost now. So much for my mental map. Hang on a second. There were 3 holes. I remember seeing 3 holes. Alright. Yeah, I'm lost. There's the first one. There's the pile of bird poo that we ran past before. Here's the first cave. First hole, but how do we get into it? I think this is the one we just went down. Or was this the one we were in before? I'm going to switch to YouTube on the smart TV monitor, so I won't be able to chat. Yeah, I know it's I enjoy watching on my TV, but it makes it difficult to like videos and chat and stuff. But it's been great seeing you, ma'am. Thanks, Sylvester, for watching, mate. It's good to see some familiar names there after coming back from a short break. Whoa! After coming back from a short break, so thank you so much for tuning in with me tonight. Hopefully we can find this body. I do think this is a new cave. Hopefully we can find this body, maybe do one more delivery, and that'll be a nice little session for Star Citizen. Nothing, it doesn't go any deeper. There's no weird little tunnels off to the nowhere. But there must be a body somewhere. There must be a body somewhere. Okay. All of the pits so far have been dead ends. Missing something. Missing something. The haze is also disorientating because of the way the illumination and the lighting is, you know, it changes a little bit here and there. This way. Spelunking! Spelunking. Alright. I'm a little disorientated right now. We need to find the way back to the ship. So I can start again. Ain't no baddies in this cave though. No baddies. Right, so ship is over here. Here's our column that we ran around earlier on. This little gap here. No. What? Why is there a path up? Oh, hang on a second. The two chambers are connected. Get up that way. Oh yes, last time we did a cave mission 2, I ran out of oxygen, didn't I? I forgot about that. Oh, hang on, no, we're on microtech. There's no need for oxygen. Or was I in... I remember... maybe I was in prison? No. Can't remember. Oh. Oh no, Viv! You gotta jump! You gotta press the spacebar! Oh man. Oh, get! You mock at me? Tried on my patience, eh? Excuse me. There must be... I need to get back to the ship. There's the bird poo. This is the second chamber. The bird poo was in the... Well, this is the first chamber we went into. A whole bunch of flares would be super handy right now. So much for my mental map. Okay, let's get back to the ship. Hop. This way. Don't know if I went down here or not. Oh yes, this was the first one where we had this jump. Yeah, this is the first chamber. The two are connected. Because somehow I've gone from that first large main chamber. We went back to the ship. When I landed the ship's pointing towards a specific direction. I ran around the other side and went off this way. We came back. The ship's lights were pointing at another entrance. We went in there. And somehow we've ended up back over here. Without coming back past the ship. Which is why I want to get back to the ship. There's nothing down here. We know this. We've been here. And no body in here. Alright. Back to the ship to regain our bearings. Oh, that's a tricky, misleading ledge there, that one. But it can't be. Hang on. No, there we go. It's right here. Okay. Yep. Took a bit of fall damage that time. I can't jump up this tiny little ledge. No! Alright. Oh no, what the hell? How did that happen? How did that happen? What did we fall on? Oh dear. Alright, It's I haven't had to open this for a little while. 317, 2 deaths, 32. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope everyone is well. It's been super fun. I'll need a couple of sessions to get used to things properly. Can't believe I had to look up the key bindings to find out what the crouch was. Where are we? Worry about that next time. Thanks so much for tuning in to Crouch After Dark here on a Wednesday evening. I might come back on Saturday. We used to do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Excuse me, so I think we'll try and stick with that. Saturday, 9 PM. I'll see you then. Stop stream.